Namaskar. Namaskar, friends.
Namaskar.
This is, this
Namaskar.
is Dr. Basudha welcoming you, Think Tank India. Today we have two special guests. One is very special, Swami Satchitananda ji. He is the founder of Advaita Ashram in Greece, Athens. And another one is Mr. Andrew David Boyle. He is also a devotee of Hinduism. They both are spreading Hindu thoughts and Hindu religious beliefs and Sanatana religious beliefs throughout Europe, particularly in Greece and particularly in West. Today, Swami Satchitananda ji will be on phone only, and so we can't see him, but he will be with us through phone. And Mr. Boyle is also with us. So, Satchitananda ji, my first question to you, what attracted you towards Hinduism?
Yes, first of all, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to invite me in your respectable show.
It's my
It is
pleasure, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. It is also my pleasure. I hope the Guru Parampara and Bhagavan will offer you blessings to continue your auspicious work and mission. And I'm really very happy to participate. Also, the next time I will participate without problems, with connection, with my camera open. I ask apologies for not being able to use my camera for our present show. So what happened with this body-mind complex is that I always was attracted into what we call meditation, and especially Nirvikalpaka meditation, a kind of samadhi from 5 years old. And my parents were always very, very much worrying about their son, what is happening with him, why he's staying all the time alone, why he don't go out to play with other kids, and so on and so forth. Gradually, I started to study the Christian Orthodox religion to find answers for my interest to meditate and to the questions of about the universe and about the life and about why we exist and all this. And gradually, I have found that the answers that were given to me were not sufficient, and started to explore different traditions, different religions, and spiritual paths from when I was 9 years old. Ultimately, I have reached Advaitavada, and this was the last refuge for me and my explorations. And I consider Sanatana Dharma the source and the mother and father of all religions, all philosophies, and all spiritual paths as well. And I consider Sanatana Dharma, and particularly Advaita Vedanta, the only solution and the only remedy for suffering and for poverty in the planet and for lack of peace. And I believe that Sanatana Dharma and Advaita Vedanta is able to bring Satya Yuga again in the planet. This is my strong belief. And I really hope to participate in these efforts and endeavors as much as possible to propagate Sanatana Dharma in general and Advaita Vedanta in particular.
Mr. Boyle, what is Sanatana Dharma according to you?
According to
You.
me,
What is Sanatana Dharma according to you?
So I'm a beginner. I'm not an expert, but so I can answer from my position as a beginner. So I might make some mistakes. But for me, through my guru, through Satchitananda, it's primarily studying the scriptures. So Sravana, first of all, studying the scriptures, then having spiritual dialogue with my guru to clarify any doubts and any confusion, and then finally nididhyasanam, which is Vedantic meditation, as I'm sure you know. So then to deeply internalize what you've studied, and also to internalize the wisdom of the guru and the wisdom of the guru parampara deeply in meditation, because it's not enough just to study. You have to profoundly decondition your mind. So that profound deconditioning and the search for who you really are, what is the true self, what is the real nature of the person, of the I. This is briefly what I think. Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, and then to deeply internalize the instructions. So there's some shift in perspective, some deconditioning, and you start to see where you've been going wrong all along. You start to understand the misconceptions that you've had throughout your life, and you replace them with some new conceptions, some new ideas, like this whole process. And that's what.
Swamiji, what is Sanatana Dharma for you?
Sanatana Dharma for me is, as I mentioned earlier as well, the source and the father and mother of all religions, all spiritual paths, and all philosophical systems. And it is also the profound teaching for a harmonious life and for gaining the four Purusarthas. And of course, the highest can bring the highest benefit of the highest Purusartha, which is moksha, self-realization. And Sanatana Dharma for me also is the only solution for the planet. It can bring peace, it can bring happiness, it can bring everything that a human being can wish for, including the four, of course, Purusarthas. And Sanatana Dharma, of course, it's not what they present in the West under the wrong name of Hinduism, which is a British propaganda. So we should honor Sanatana Dharma with this name, and we should try to remember and to serve and to propagate the most profound teachings that ever have been found in the planet. So Sanatana Dharma is directly from the Supreme Consciousness, what we call Atman or Brahman, through the Chidabhasa, the reflected consciousness of the Rishis. And as it is mentioned also in the profound scriptures of Vedanta, the Rishis could be able from Muladhara Chakra to perceive the Omkara, the most profound vibration of Om, and through transformation to the higher chakras and through the Basudha chakra to spread it out as the teaching of the Vedas.
Swamiji, why West is loving Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma nowadays so much?
Yes, it could not be otherwise because, as you know, there is turbulence in the planet, and there are wars, and there is full of corruption everywhere. And also we are in this era that we call it Kali Yuga, the Iron Age, where the corruption and lack of justice and everything is upside down. And even the religions, the nowadays religions and spiritual paths and philosophical systems are passing through a complete degradation. And the only solution for Westerners to find permanent peace, happiness, and bliss cannot be other than Sanatana Dharma, and especially Advaita Vedanta. And there is no other way, because all other systems have been failing again and again and again. There is no other solution, and I believe Sanatana Dharma and Advaita Vedanta will bring the next Satya Yuga in the planet.
Mr. Boyle, how are you personally attracted towards Hinduism?
Yeah, I'm attracted mostly through meditation. I got into it through meditation. I did many other paths as well, and mostly in Buddhism actually. And then finally, I was attracted to particular Advaita Vedanta through meditation. That's initially how I got into it. But subsequently, I've done a lot of studying. So when I first got into Sanatana Dharma and Advaita Vedanta in particular, I only knew the meditation through some teachers who were not presenting the entire teachings. It was just, here's the meditation, but it was only the meditation. So when I met Satchitananda and also Satchitananda's guru, Swami Paramathananda, I discovered there's a whole tradition here. It's not just who am I, who am I, who am I. There's a whole incredibly vast, profound, deep, almost unrivaled amount of scriptures. So I began to study. And so I began to realize that what Advaita Vedanta is. And not many people in the West, relatively few people, really know what it is. It's kind of hidden. It's not so well known as other spiritual paths. And unfortunately, when it is known, it's known in a wrong light. It's through Neo-Vedanta. And this is not Advaita Vedanta at all. It shouldn't even be called. They shouldn't even use the word Vedanta, because Advaita Vedanta is this vast teaching, and they've just taken one little bit. So I'm still exploring Advaita Vedanta. I started off with Tattva Bodha. Now we're studying Vivekachudamani. I've read some of the Bhagavad Gita. I've read some of the other Gitas as well. So I'm on a journey of exploration, and I'm finding it is unbelievable. The depth, the profundity. It's captivating. Intellectually, it's captivating, but obviously you need to go more beyond and use that intellectual understanding to have a profound intellectual change. So I'm in the middle of my kind of discovering phase, if that's clear.
Swamiji, according to you, the Hindutva is a way of life or it's a religion? What do you think about Hinduitavada?
Yes, it is what each and every apparent Jivatma is making of it. So a profound spiritual seeker will make Sanatana Dharma the way to permanent peace, happiness, and bliss, and ultimately the way and the path to moksha, self-realization. Another one who is less profoundly matured from previous janmas, previous lifetimes, he will use Sanatana Dharma as a way for life, so he can experience peace and prosperity and well-being and so on and so forth. But Sanatana Dharma can provide everything. It is the source of everything. And especially if somebody is prepared enough and spiritually mature enough and will enter the gate of Advaita Vedanta, certainly this will end up in moksha, in self-realization.
Both of you definitely heard one thing, that after 500 years, the Ram Janmabhoomi Ram Temple going to inaugurate in Ayodhya by our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. What is your opinion about this Ram Mandir?
I believe that Prime Minister Modi is doing a really wonderful work for the propagation of Sanatana Dharma in general, and even in particular for Advaita Vedanta, because I'm sure that he is following our path of Advaita Vedanta, and especially he is connected with my guru's guru, Swami Dayananda ji, and also his gurus, who are the Sringeri Jagat Gurus. So he have tremendous blessings from our Guru Parampara, and I'm sure he will lead India to a most glorious future. I'm completely satisfied for his work towards Sanatana Dharma in general and Advaita Vedanta in particular. And we wish him the best. We wish him to receive all the blessings from the Guru Parampara and Bhagavan himself.
Thank you, both of you. You come to our channel. It's our pleasure that you joined us, and in future we'll call you again, and we will discuss on Sanatana Dharma again. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you.
Namaskar. Thank you
Namaskar.
very much. It was
Thank
an
Jai
honor
Shri
for us.
Ram.
Thank you very much. Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Ram.
Ram.